The day that you stop actually waiting for your life to change is the day that your life will actually change. 3 months will pass you by whether you decide to do something to move yourself forward in life and to grow and to actually become the person that you've been wanting to become for so long, or they will go by and you will stay exactly where you are. Maybe you'll grow, maybe you won't. But your life changes when you decide that you actually want to get up and be the change instead of waiting for someone or something to come and change it for you. For so long and for so many years, I was the person who just was constantly waiting and putting my life on hold, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right time, waiting for the right season, waiting for someone to come and help me, waiting for someone, just constantly waiting. But then you have to wake up one day, because I did. I had to finally just wake up, open my eyes, and realize that the life that I wanted was not going to land in my lap. Nobody was just going to hand me the life that I wanted. If you want a life of abundance and a life of fullness and peace and happiness, you are going to have to get very uncomfortable with not living the life that you are currently living. You are going to have to move forward and do something that is going to inspire and propel the change, I would say trigger, the change that you want to have in your life. Because I had to get real with myself and I had to ask myself, 90 days are going to go by. 3 months are going to go by. Do I want to be the same exact person when those 90 days go by? Do I want to look at my life and say, hey, my life actually changed. Maybe I'm not a millionaire yet. Maybe I don't have my mansion yet. But I can look back and say that because I did something, because I started the business, because I took the course, because I stopped sleeping in and got up and actually moved my body, I now can see the change that has done something to help me live a better life. What I have to realize is that the craziest part about change is that it takes one small thing, repeated every single day. That's it. That's all. And to be honest, it really is that easy. You get to choose what it is that you want to change in your life. You get to choose and decide what it is that you want to do every single day. But first, you have to choose. That's it. That's all. And then continuously, we choose to wake up every single morning and do whatever it is that makes you so much better than what you were yesterday. That helps you to become more confident. That helps you become more financially independent. That helps you to stop feeling stuck. Because if you've been feeling stuck like I have and had for so long, or overwhelmed, or just feeling like you are constantly waiting for the right moment, then this video is most definitely for you. You're going to look back and you're going to say to yourself, why on earth did I not start sooner? Why on earth did I make this harder than what it needs to be? Because that's what it truly is. That's what it comes down to, is that so many of us, we are waiting for this special moment, this special time, this special whatever. And the reality is it just takes one decision, one repeated, consistent decision. You say, I am going to stop waiting to feel ready. And then you do what it is. One thing, not everything, because then you're going to overwhelm yourself. You're going to decide that you're going to do one thing. That's it. And you're going to stop waiting. You want to create content? Create a video. Post it. You want to learn something new? Take a course. Sign up for the course. And each day, show up for the course. Show up for yourself. Create 30 TikToks in 30 days. Create 30 YouTube shorts in 30 days. And just keep learning as you go. Keep compounding as you go. Because then once you do that, what you're allowing yourself is to become more confident in what you're doing. You're allowing yourself to remember and understand that, oh, I can show up for myself. I can do things for myself. I can keep promises to myself. And that is the takeaway when you start. You're then going to go and you're going to not just create these goals where you're doing the thing, but you're going to keep doing them so that now, as you're working towards your goal, you are creating a new identity for yourself. You're no longer going to be the person that says, I'm losing weight or I'm going to lose weight. You're going to be the person who now focuses on their self and says, I am someone who wants to take care of myself. If you're creating content and becoming a content creator, you are now saying, I am a content creator. You're not saying, oh, I just make videos. No, I'm a creator. And so you're going to become the type of person that does that. You're going to put your camera on a tripod. You're going to put your phone on a tripod and you're going to actually film yourself. You're going to actually record, and you're going to, even when it's hard, you're going to find a way to say, I enjoy this and this is why I enjoy it. And you're going to incorporate it in your life to make it so ding dang easy that you are going to feel guilty for not doing it, because you're like, it was that easy. Why did I not do it? And you're going to keep that promise to yourself over and over again. Because what happens then is that your consistency is going to beat out the intensity of it. And when you're not being so intense with it, that then shows yourself that, okay, I can show up for myself. I can keep doing these things and I can keep doing them consistently. Because most people think that the success comes from the big moments. They don't. The success comes when you create these small moments day after day, week after week, year after year, over and over again, until it becomes your reality, where those ordinary days become extraordinary days, where that simple workout now turns into this bodybuilding massive thing, or that one YouTube video that you've posted turns into now you having 0 followers to 100,000 followers, where you decided that you were going to push away the large plate and cut out the sugar and now go for that walk and then eventually go for that run. And now you are doing 5Ks and marathons. It's you taking something with one day and then turn it into 30 days to 90 days to 180 days until eventually it becomes a part of your life, which makes it then in turn a different lifestyle for you. Because those tiny actions are the result of who you are becoming and who you no longer want to be. Because the reason why most people quit is because they don't have any views. They don't have the money. They don't have the numbers on the scale that they're wanting to see, or just people in the background saying, congratulations, bravo, you did it. And instead, what you need to do is focus on, did I show up for myself? Did I learn anything? And am I improving? Because those are the results that actually matter. Because when you keep showing up for yourself, eventually someone else is going to see you, and then they in turn are going to show up for you as well. When you keep showing up for yourself, you're going to learn something. You're going to realize this is what I should be doing, or this is what I shouldn't be doing. And then you're going to learn something that helps you to improve yourself day after day, week after week, month after month, and so on and so forth, to a point where you're not just going to be improving yourself, but you're going to be improving someone else's life as well. Because what I had to realize is that most of the times the rewards worth having are the rewards that we waited for. They aren't the rewards that someone gave us, or the rewards that we showed up for one time and then automatically we got everything that we seemingly deserved or wanted. No. It's when you keep showing up and you keep saying, this is really what I want to do. I'm going to keep showing up for myself. I'm going to prove to myself that I'm worthy of having this. I'm going to prove to myself that I want to keep doing this. I'm going to prove to myself that I want this. Because when those results are delayed, the growth that happens underneath and behind the scenes is so much more stronger, powerful, and greater than you can ever imagine. And also what I realized is that the momentum that you put forth into something changes everything. Because when you start out at first, you're going to be looking at yourself. You're going to be looking at the camera and you're like, I don't know what to do. I don't know why I'm doing this. This sounds dumb. I look dumb. Everybody's going to think that I'm crazy. And so for the first week or the first couple of days, you're going to be like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. And then the second week, you're going to be like, why am I still doing this? This is crazy. But then by the third week and the second month, everything is going to start falling into place for you, because now it's like it just happens. You put it on like a glove that was just made for you and you alone. And after you get through the third week and then into the first month and then the second month and the third month, people then start looking at you and they're like, oh, I see you. Oh, you are really doing something. Oh, you are really him. You are really that girl. And then when you keep going, simply because you want to do it now, not because anybody else is looking at you, but because now you realize that I can do this because it's what I want to do. It's working out for me, not necessarily maybe at the speed that I want it to, but now I've shown and proved to myself that I can do something. I've shown and proved to not only that I can do something, but I can keep this promise to myself. And that by simply keeping this up and continuing on it, I'm showing myself that I can actually change. And what I've noticed is that when you go through that transformation and you're going through that change, not only is it a change that is reflective that people can see outwardly, but it's also a change that you internalize and you can see yourself, because then your confidence changes, your mindset changes, your discipline, your habits, your focus, they change. And then you start to become the type of person that you knew that you could become, and you are actually then living it out in real time. And then lastly, but most importantly, you start to internalize that as a different level of peace, as a different level of growth. And for my understanding, I feel as though that is the biggest transformation, because it's not necessarily something that everybody else can see, but it's something that you feel about yourself. It's something that you notice about yourself. It's like, I'm confident. My mindset has shifted, and yes, people can see it, people notice it. I am able to walk into a room with confidence and shift it. Why? Because I stuck to it. Why? Because I wanted to lose those 30 pounds, and guess what? I did it. I wanted to show up for myself for 30 days, and guess what? Now people are noticing me. Now I can feel my own presence without anybody having to pay attention and say, girl, I see you. Girl, you are doing it. Because it is then you understanding and seeing that the person that I've always wanted to be, the person that was stuck, the person that felt like I was overwhelmed and couldn't do anything or finish anything, is now the person that is bringing it all together. And the person that is, I don't want to be that person anymore, because now I am that person. I've allowed myself to stop waiting and start doing. Because when you realize that it just starts with something so small as just simply showing up for yourself, just simply doing the one little thing that you keep putting off, and then showing up and showing up and showing up every single day with gratitude and just a level of peace, and just being able to say that this was hard a long time ago, or not too long ago. But now, because I stopped waiting for the perfect moment, because I stopped waiting for someone to come and rescue me, because I stopped waiting for whatever, I can now look at my life and see that 90 days ago, I was somewhere that I didn't want to be. And although I may not be 100% exactly where I want to be, I know that I'm not going back that way. I know that I'm not looking at myself and saying I need to be there anymore. I'm looking forward. Because someone said it best, and I don't know who it is, and I apologize, but the rear view mirror is so small for a reason, because you are intended to look through that big ass window and see what's ahead and not what's behind you. And when you start to put everything that you possibly can, small steps, but doing everything that you possibly can to get you to the life that you want, you realize that the journey that you are on is well worth the steps that you are willing to take to propel you forward, to propel you forward. Because your life, no, it is not going to change magically overnight. It is not going to change in an instant, but it will change, and it will be a significant change and a noticeable change if you stick to it. But first, you have to start.